Round one, fight! Round two. Fight.
Come on!
Round one. Fight.
Hi, welcome to this free little tester podcast. Another one, just out of the goodness of our hearts. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, we're good guys.
Just free. Just listen to that, enjoy it. With me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
And of course, Carl Pilkington. We've just recorded the first of our new series of audiobooks, which will be a guide to a plethora of academic subjects. The first one was on medicine, which is fantastic. So look forward to that in 2009. But what about a free sample first, Steve?
By all means, yeah, people can get a sense of exactly what they can expect.
Now, of course, what can we look forward to in the new audiobook series? We've done medicine, that's safe, that's kicking.
What other subjects would you like to cover?
I'd like to do natural history.
Yeah, natural history is good.
Well, we were talking the other day. Carl is fascinated by that quote I once told him that Wittgenstein said, if a lion could speak English, you wouldn't be able to stand it because your cultural references would be so different. And as you know, Carl couldn't get it. He'd be going, well, I think I would understand a lion. He was going, I know what sort of day it's had. What did you mean by that?
I just mean, of all the things that are out there, I kind of know what a lion gets up to.
Yeah, but
so
you
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
be shocked
No,
when
but
you told me.
No, it's so different.
No, it's not. Not
It
when
is.
when you think about say like a worm.
Yeah.
I'd go on, tell me again, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Because it's so weird. It's so different. But a lion, I know. Most of he's going to say he's been hunting again.
Yeah, but he's not going to say, I've been hunting again. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
But no, it's not about that. It's like you can't understand really well-educated people using different words and culture. It's sort of like people are different enough. You don't quite understand what they're talking about.
But you do. You always do. Even in tribes, I've watched programs about tribes, and I don't know what they're doing.
But I think
We're people.
Can I
We're all
suggest? I
people.
think the problem Carl's having is when he imagines this talking lion, he's thinking of the Lion King,
Yeah.
where
yeah.
essentially those lions are just humans acting like humans act.
What's the worst animal that if it could talk, you'd be scared of? If a spider came up to you and went, Carl, I'm going to fucking bite you.
That wouldn't really bother me.
No? What about an alligator going, Carl?
Crocodiles and owls.
Crocodiles now. So if a crocodile you went out, right? You open the bedroom door and there's a crocodile and he's broken in, and you go, oh, and he goes, yeah, I'd if I was you, because I'm gonna fucking crunch through your head, and then I'm gonna swallow you. I'm gonna drag you under in my larder, right, and till you soften, and I'm gonna rip your limbs off by twisting in the water. How would you like that, you round-headed little fucker?
I'd just shut the door.
Well, no, don't shut the door, mate, because that'd just make me angrier. So,
Bothered. Not bothered.
Well,
Shouldn't
why
even be in here.
what?
Shouldn't even be in here.
No, but why don't you go, all right, let's talk about this.
No, I
Okay.
wouldn't talk about it because there's no reasoning with him.
Why?
He's a lunatic.
And what's an owl going to say to you that'll freak you out?
It's just more
Something
of a shock. There's something weird about that. I can imagine him sort of. It's that look, you know. It's the same sort of thing as the fella out of the Sparks. That
Yeah.
sort of head turn,
Yeah.
and I can imagine it doing that, and then sort of going.
Do you know why
What
they
you
turn
doing?
their head?
Well, just to look around.
Yeah, because they can't move their eyes in their head. They're so big, the eyes. The eyes take up the whole skull, and they can't move them within in the skull, so they have to move their head.
Why are you looking at me?
So I hope you enjoyed that little free.
I'd have thought they would have.
Free test, isn't it?
It was free.
It's free, and a little just a little sample there.
Yeah,
of,
don't
of things.
complain if it's free.
No,
Just
no, no,
enjoy
no,
it.
no, little bonus material, a little a snippet.
Are they complaining because it's
no,
free?
No, no,
I mean,
if they are.
Well, that just seems unfair.
Fuck 'em. If they are complaining, fuck 'em.
Well, that's not fair 'cause it's fucking free.
Fuck 'em. But if you have enjoyed this, then download the full unexpurgated 50-minute version of a Ricky Gervais guide to medicine.
How can people get hold of that?
They just download it on iTunes. You know, you can't argue with a quid or so, can you? You know what I mean? And that's available New Year's Eve.
Can you get it anywhere else?
Audible.co.uk.
Oh.
Well, everyone's getting excited, Steve, because coming soon is the second in the series of Ricky Gervais' Guide to, and it's natural history.
Natural history is a big topic, Rick.
It is a big topic, but I think we proved we're up to the task. We've just recorded it. It's great. It's a wonderful guide to anyone.
I should just make it clear in case people are worried about what your credentials are. Of course, you've been a big fan and you've studied natural history for many, many, many years.
Yeah, it was my first love, science and natural history from early age, 4, 5, 6. I did biology, chemistry and physics at A-level, and I actually went to university to study biology. And I gave up after 2 weeks because it was too many lectures, and I swapped to philosophy, which was 7 hours a week.
I shall, in hope, be arbitrating the conversation between yourself, a man who, by his own admission, knows a lot about the subject. Who else will you be talking with?
I'll be talking to you, Stephen, and Carl Pilkington, who is our ace in the hole, really, because a lot of people, they're professors, they've studied this, they've studied apes. We've got an ape.
Yeah, it's essentially the words, straight from the donkey's mouth, as it were.
No, he's definitely more of a donkey. Yeah. Testing. Hello. Here we are again with another free podcast to inform the lovely people of the world about our upcoming audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to the Arts. Now, we cover everything in this episode to do with art, from Da Vinci through to everyday people just, brightening up their lives.
Yeah,
putting up a picture of something. Talking of which, walking here today, and in the street was one of those security vans, one of those big armoured security vans, and it was parked outside a bank. I think people must have been in there getting the money because it was empty, but I could see through past the driver's seat, and they'd left the door to the sort of the cage open at the back,
right,
the big secure and on the wall was a nudie picture
from a porn magazine.
Yeah, just put up there.
Right.
Now, so there's a bloke driving, and the bloke in the back goes, "Reg, keep a lookout for Anyway, he goes, "What, you think we're going to get hit?" He goes, No, I'm just going to have a quick wank." What? Just going to have a quick wank, it gets lonely in the back with all this money. Well, don't wank when we're What? Well, what if we're robbed now? Well, I'll stop wanking if the robbers come in. But at the moment, I'm looking at a nude lane, I'm having a little wank at work.
I'm going to spread some of the money around like I'm making love to her on a bed, covering the money like I've just done a heist.
Not when I'm driving.
I got it, mate. I got it. It's pressing into my trousers.
Why can't you have a wank at home? I'm not allowed to wank at home. I said, if you're going to wank at work.
The wife actually gave me the picture.
It's ridiculous.
What with those pictures? Do people? Because you see them in garages and workshops and that. Do people, are they constantly turned on by that picture every time they see it, or do you just become sort of dulled to it after a while? You first put up, you think, cracking knockers and a minge there, and then. And then, like, 3 weeks later, you're like, same old knockers, same old minge. I mean, do people have to constantly update those pictures?
But what are they putting it up on the wall for? Because that's for all to see. It's not like, keep it in your wallet.
Yeah.
Keep it in your wallet and open up, I need to see some tits and a minge. Open your wallet.
Maybe they've proven that actually when people do hold up those security vans in a heist, a lot of robbers, 99% of robbers, are put off because they'll see a beautiful woman, instantly start having a wank themselves. They'll put a shotgun down.
They've been hit before and they go, where's the money? They go, there, where's the knockers? I haven't got any knockers. You haven't got any fucking knockers? Next time, make sure there's a fucking knockers. Why? I need a wank. I'm fucking burgling all day. I need a fucking wank.
But yeah, I mean, it's as legitimate a form of art as Michelangelo or...
Yeah, him on his back doing the Sistine Chapel all the time, doing those lovely fucking,
Or her on her back with her legs akimbo having her fucking photo taken. It's art.
It's, one of the things we do discuss in this audiobook is the merit of putting paintings up on your wall to brighten up your life. Carl rules that out. Not only is he artless and stupid and doesn't really understand the point of any art form, but he's, as you know, got a mirrored wall. And in this clip, we're discussing his life at home with that mirrored wall. So that was the clip from the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Arts, featuring myself, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
hello,
and of course Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Carl's just come back from holiday in St Lucia, 11 days on the beach. Now, he's looking healthy, but he's chubbed up a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, hasn't he?
He's been having some lovely food, I think, and he's just slightly rounder. He's red where he's been out in the sun, and dare I say it, he looks like a fucking Edam.
An Edam cheese.
Yes, a roundy, red, waxy lump of Edam cheese.
It's got a head like a fucking Edam.
How was your holiday, Carl?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there before. It's nice.
Yeah.
Got bitten quite a lot by mosquitoes, fleas, ants.
Right.
Big ants over there.
You were in a hotel, you weren't squatting.
No, it's not a hotel, but it's just part of their thing, isn't it? They have them over there. It's just like having a fly in your house. Just normal. So when you report it, they sort of like, what do you expect?
Who are you reporting it to, the police?
No, just the reception. I've said, I've got fleas in my room. Is that normal? I said, yeah. So there's no point moving.
That was
room.
definitely someone who worked in the hotel, that wasn't just a caretaker.
No, the woman on reception, she just said it's just the way it is out here. Get used to it.
Get used to it.
It's weird, because he doesn't say it in the brochure before you've paid the £1,500.
Fuck me, what a boring fucking anecdote this. Fucking Alan Wicker's safe. You've been on holiday to a different country for 11 days, and you've got fuck all to say except I saw a flea. Brilliant.
I don't think he even saw the flea. He only knows there was fleas because he got bit, and he's presuming there's fleas.
Fucking hell.
Saw a little frog. Smallest thing I've ever seen.
The smallest thing you've ever seen?
Frog-wise.
Smaller than the flea, which was weird.
Frog-wise! Frog-wise! The smallest thing I've ever seen, frog-wise!
So small that I thought it was a spider. I went to get a glass, went to put the glass on it, it riveted.
It riveted!
It riveted.
It riveted!
But you gestured.
This is one thing that me and Steve
but hang
aren't at
on.
the moment, is fucking riveted. Jesus
we
Christ, what
should
a boring
clarify
cunt
that
you are.
We should clarify that as he said it riveted, he gestured as in with his thumb as in to suggest it hopped away.
Yeah.
So is that when they hop away, they're riveting away, are they?
What do you
The
call
frog
it?
No. So what did it do? Tell me what it did.
It sort of it does the thing that a frog does.
What?
Sort of hot jumps.
Oh, so it riveted. Yeah.
It riveted away.
Do you know what it's called? Ribbit. It's an onomatopoeic word. Do you know what an onomatopoeic word
it's
is?
the thing when it does what it sounds like.
Yeah. So what does ribbit sound like?
Yeah, all right. When it's doing its sound then.
Well, it didn't, though, did it? It hopped
it did
away.
that as well.
No,
did
it
the
didn't.
noise
You
as
just-
well as it jumped.
no, it
So
didn't.
landed,
It didn't.
made the noise.
No, it did not. You just made that up. You thought ribbit meant hop.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying it's the smallest one I've seen.
Frog-wise.
Yeah.
Brilliant. An in-depth travelogue there of Carl Pilkington's holiday for free. But don't forget to buy the Ricky Gervais Guide to the Arts, coming soon.
Too much swearing?
No, fuck 'em. Hello, welcome to this free podcast to promote our upcoming audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to Philosophy, with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
And Carl Pilkington.
All right.
Well, we covered most things, didn't we, on the Guide to Philosophy? The big questions, mind-body problem, meaning of life. Got quite existential at one point, and we touched on the futility of life, Carl's favourite subject at the moment. Carl used a lovely model, an anecdote, a story. Listen, that was Carl Pilkington's guide to the pointlessness of existence through the eyes of a lonely homecoming ant. If you've enjoyed that, there's another 50-odd minutes to listen to on the Ricky Gervais Guide to Philosophy. Just go to iTunes now and download it. What do you think, Carl?
What about philosophy?
Yeah. Now, have you learned anything from doing that? Did you learn anything? Or do you think life is more pointless?
I don't think you can learn philosophy, can you? It's just something for your brain to be getting on with.
Like Sudoku or watching a fish
that
tank.
seems to be what the world is now, isn't it? Killing time. The amount of things that have been invented. Sudoku. There's another one. Karako or something. Just loads of them for people to be sat there. Don't know. It's just all stuff that's been invented. Because the country's on its arse and everyone's like stuck on bad train services and buses and that. To stop them moaning, do a Sudoku. It's all stuff to keep the brain busy. None of it's necessary. I don't know why you get papers who the next day put the answers for a Sudoku in the paper. Because I don't think there's anyone going, oh, where did that 9 go? I think it's of the moment. It's not like a crossword where you go, what was that word? Where does the 9 go? It's not important. The moment's gone. And that's what the world is now. A lot of time filling. It's one big waiting room, the world.
That is, well, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, well, we're stuck here for 80-odd years. We don't know. Yeah, how do you fit it? How do you enjoy it? I mean, we touch on this, but when there is no point to life, then the only raison d'etre is to live your life, have a laugh, and not hurt anyone. I don't know what you think, that what we're meant to be doing. We can't all be saving lives all the time. We can't all be fighting wars. We can't always be at peace. We can't all be great inventors and scholars. So, yeah, some people go, I want to be content. I want to be
content. I like the contentness.
No, you don't.
What are you on about?
You're never happy unless you're moaning. I've never seen you happy.
But maybe that is me being happy, having a moan. You see, my problem is the thoughts. How do you control them?
Right, that sounds like the ramblings of a schizophrenic madman.
No, because the thing is, it's my brain that likes to have a moan. So because of that, I'm tarred with that brush.
I don't know what. It's so complicated.
It's not complicated.
This is quite a big metaphysical idea, actually, that you're exploring here.
Yeah, well, that's.
It's like you have two minds. It's like you're the face for your brain.
Yeah,
right, but you're taking the rap for stupid things it put into your head, which is like another brain.
I had a good thought about my thoughts yesterday. They've gone today. I explained it more to Suzanne. My problem with thoughts, and the problem is with a thought.
Did she glaze over?
If you want to get
and just
rid
fall
of it,
straight back onto her head.
No, but if you want to get rid of a thought, you can't, can you? Because you've thought it, and the thought thing that came up with the thought doesn't let you forget that thought.
Well, you forgot it.
Yeah, when you want to remember something that is useful to you, like I need to buy some kidney beans, the thought area doesn't remember it. It's not interested in that. It's interested about something weirder or something that scared you. It remembers that stuff. So you're not really in charge, are you?
You're certainly not.
The thought area kicks in when there's nothing else going on normally.
I don't know what it means anymore.
Okay, can we just go silent for a moment? I want the thought area to kick in. Can I get in touch with the thought area, Carl? Is it possible to speak to the thought area?
Just relax.
When he's ready.
There's no, empty your mind. You don't need to say that. Let's take that as read. Carl, in a minute, I want you to unempty your mind and have a thought.
What do you want the thought about?
Well, no, I know. I want it to. What are you thinking of right now?
I am not thinking of anything. So tell me something to think about.
No, please, you've attempted to conduct this experiment, Rick. It has not worked. Okay, can we just have a bit of silence, please?
Right, Carl, you've got to have a thought.
Rick, please be quiet. Gervais, shut up. Gervais, shut up.
Let me said to you, the thoughts come when they want to come.
Okay, shut up. Everyone shut up. Let's have some silence. And then when the thought comes...
I just say something quietly, Steve?
No, you can't.
He's the only human being on Earth that... I mean, it's been scientific proven you can't catch yourself not thinking. And he's disproved that theory.
What do you want the thoughts to be about?
But what are you thinking now?
Ricky, this is not fair. I want to conduct an interesting experiment here.
Explain to him that it's not to do with him contriving a thought. It's
what I'm going to explain.
I think this is the world's problem.
Carl, I want you to just sit there in that chair. We're going to be quiet. Do not think about anything. Do not try and focus on any subject. Just think about nothing. And we'll find out what you're thinking about. Because you're saying that these thoughts will just pop into your head. So we're going to find out what they are.
Okay.
In your own time, tell us what you're thinking about.
See, there's nothing happening here. There's nothing happening. There's You've got to give the thought something to think about.
Carl, what do you mean? You must be thinking about something now. I'd say, now what's thought? You know, is there a llama popped in there? Or is there a railway?
No, there has. That's the way it works.
So, if you would like to hear more of our musings on the weighty subject of philosophy, you can download the Ricky Gervais Guide to Philosophy from iTunes.
March 17th, it's out if you want it. All right.
Thanks for listening.
Hello, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And Carl Pilkington.
All right.
Welcome to this free sample of our audiobook, Ricky Gervais Guide to the English. We've just recorded that, and that's out especially for St George's Day. A day that's really forgotten in England. It's St Patrick's Day, everyone knows that. 17th of March. People drink and be merry. Andrew's Day. St David's Day. But St George's Day, it's almost like we're embarrassed about having St George's Day, aren't we? Like it's almost like we're ashamed of being proud of being English, Carl. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't celebrate it.
No.
I mean, whenever you see the sort of that English flag, it's normally associated with some nutter.
Well, the problem is that it's linked to jingoism, isn't it? And it doesn't have to be, because I'm not suggesting that on St George's Day everyone paints a red cross on their face, goes out and gets drunk, gets into a fight and sings England into the early hours. But there's loads of ways you could celebrate being English. You could go and buy an Elgar CD, or you could just go for a walk.
I'd like to see a bunch of football hooligans, just one of them goes, lads, stop glassing that bloke over there. Let's pop down and get some Elgar.
But why does it have to be to do with football hooliganism? That's not what being British
That's
is.
one of the ugly things, isn't it? It's been co-opted by the hooligans, by the racists.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back. Let's take it back, Rick. From
Yeah.
them.
Patriotism has nothing to do with jingoism. Think how many great things England has given the world.
Great people.
The great people. That's it. The Great Britons. Let's look at the Great Britons, not the idiots.
Can I nominate Shakespeare, please?
Shakespeare. Newton. Isn't Bard Kingdom Brunel?
Mr. Winston Churchill.
Mr. Winston Churchill.
Mr. Charles Dickens.
You know what I mean?
Queen Elizabeth I.
Look, the kings and queens that used to go into battle.
They're all old, though. Everyone you've been talking
Well,
about.
they're all
old.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why aren't you
You
saying?
want recent ones?
Well, yeah.
David Beckham.
Not the same, though, is it?
No, it's not the same. I think Steve was being a little bit flippant there.
One thing I do like is when the likes of David Beckham and the gang are playing, the England football team are perhaps in Europe or the World Cup. That's when you see the St George's flag up, and there's no jingoism involved there. It's good old, you know, the Sun reprints it in the middle pages. You can tear that out and put it in your window, which is the St George's flag, slightly ruined by the small logo that says The Sun on it. Great, that. It's lovely. People get right behind England, don't they, then?
Yeah, but they're the nutters, aren't they? That's
They're
what
not.
I'm saying
The
to you.
whole
They
nation
are.
does.
They are. They're the ones who leave it in the window. That's the only reason they've got a flag in the window is they're the curtains in their house. And they stay up. They never close that window. No matter what the weather's like, you see it blowing outside the window. They're not worried about the heating because they never pay the bills. That's how I think about it. Nutters.
It is frightening when you go through an estate and it's like 30 satellite dishes and 12 flags and a couple of pit bulls tied up the fence, and you think, keep driving, do not break down here, do not break down here. Have you put enough petrol in this car?
But, you know, I don't know who...
Well, who would you nominate as one of the great Englishmen or Englishwomen of the current age?
Do you know what? It'd be someone who you don't even know.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the
okay,
thing.
nominate them then.
Well, I don't know them. But what I'm saying is, it'll be someone like a surgeon or
bloke who helps you with
or
your
a
gallstone?
doctor. Just anyone who's, you know, busy saving lives, never gets a look in, never hear about him. You know, they're the people who are doing the good stuff.
Yeah.
Not your... I mean, Darwin, you know.
I think it's out of him and Churchill for my favourite Englishman.
But why? Why? What's he done, really? Churchill's fine. You know, if it weren't for him, I'd be speaking German. I've said it before. But Darwin, I'd still be here. I'd still be here. It doesn't change anything. If nobody had said that before, and they said it today, you'd probably go, look at him, what an idiot Darwin is. He's saying that we came from apes.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd look at the evidence.
No, you wouldn't. Everybody slagged him off back then. He said at one point that he wishes he'd kept his mouth shut. He said, oh, I wish I hadn't said it. He said, there's certain things you think and you shouldn't say it out loud because people have a go at you.
I mean, that's a feeling you must have daily.
I've done that. I've put stuff in my books and I've gone, oh, that's it now. That's there forever.
Like what?
The theory about the brain, about how it came about.
Well, what was that theory?
I did, just had a thought, just like Darwin did. He sort of, you know, looked at the evidence and thought, how can this have happened?
Right.
He went the animal route. I went the route of it could have been, you know, the brain could have been from another planet.
Okay, absolute
That one.
bollocks then. So you
The
didn't look at
brain
the
could have
evidence.
been from another
But
planet.
there you
What do
go,
mean?
you're jumping in,
What, so an
Yeah.
alien gave it to us?
Well, the brain is the alien. So our brains are the aliens on this planet.
What difference does that make? How is that a theory? So what did we? How did we evolve before the alien came down? We were just walking around bumping into shit. Where we going? I need a brain. I wish I had a
It would
brain.
have been like that. We would have been like a chimp. The chimps were still
Well,
involved.
they've
in
got
it.
brains.
They're not as brainy as us, are they? There's a planet with a load of brains on it.
Oh, just brains.
They're floating around.
So no gravity.
There's no gravity
Why don't they just float off completely then? Why are they on a planet?
because it's like one of them balloons, a helium balloon. They only go so high, and then
Right.
it stops. There's a limit. So they're all floating about
This
like
seems
that.
like unnecessary information. The key thing is there's
Oh.
brains floating around.
But how are they surviving on this planet, Carl? I'm just testing your theory.
Right, what are you worried about? What do you mean surviving? What do
Well-
they need? It's a brain.
What do you mean? The brain needs all the things that all life needs. Oxygen. It's got no atmosphere. It's dead straight away. I don't know where it came from. So that's it. It needs water. It needs
Hang on a minute, it's
nutrients.
not everything's
it
like
needs
that.
energy.
Not everything's like that.
Well,
And
it is.
that's-
The brain is like that.
So anyway, this
So that's false
is
down
the
already.
theory. Pretend I'm giving. I'm at
It's like talking to fucking Clunk.
His brain's floating off again.
You'd be better off with a helium balloon in
I'm
your
at a
head.
university.
Right.
Let him do his lecture and then you can ask questions at the end.
Okay.
Right. Welcome everyone. I'm here to talk about how the brain came about. Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
Okay.
Professor Pilkington.
Right.
Thanks.
This is what I propose. I'm not going to go on long-winded about it. I want to jump to the meat of it.
Right.
Darwin said the brain evolved.
Mm.
That's fine. Let him have his say. Right?
Right.
We all know his story. Let's not harp on about what he said.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is,
Mm.
they could have been, and they may still be, a planet with just brains on it.
Right? Yes.
Right, now that's good that you're laughing, because I'd say, right, I've got them now, they're on my side, they're all listening to me, they're sick of scientists coming in with all big long words and
Facts.
stuff. Right, so there's a planet with the brains
Proof.
on. Now, they did alright for a while. They were up there. All they were doing all day is thinking. They had nothing else to do.
Sure.
Right.
They did a lot of thinking.
Floating around, bumping into each other.
But there's only so far you can go with thinking.
Mm.
So then,
Amazing quote.
they thought about how to get to this planet. They worked it
What
out.
planet?
A few of them. Earth.
Can I just ask one question?
It lands.
How
no,
could
not
they
yet.
see? How could they
They're
see?
not that, don't worry about that yet.
No eyes.
Things happen. Well, there's moths without eyes.
Yeah, but
They get on fine.
But they don't think of other planets.
So the brain comes to planet Earth. When it gets there,
Yeah.
thud, lands on the floor.
Right. Because of gravity.
Yeah. The brain ended up getting on the floor
Yeah.
into the monkey's head. And from there,
get into
that's
that?
when it's evolved. Well, we
Okay.
don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know.
Well, yeah, but I've got to ask you questions, right? I can start one. Where did the brain? How did the brain come about on this planet? How did that evolve? Where did that come from?
Why is it that you accept that it could evolve on another planet, but not on this planet? Why is it? Why are you happy
That's
that
my
it evolved on another planet, but then it had to make its way
Well, maybe somehow.
through space?
But what I'm saying is the brainier ones might be from another planet.
Well, why?
Because there's no, it doesn't make sense. Your Darwins, Churchills maybe,
Right.
or your
They've
Shakespeare's.
got alien brains.
They could have. They could have. The brighter
Yeah,
people
what-
who you just go, I don't know how he ever thought of that.
Like
The people who have said things about, we're talking about DNA. There's no
Right.
way that human brain would have ever come up with that.
It did.
No, but it just makes you wonder how they did.
Well,
Stephen Hawking, you see, that's almost like it's not his body. It's like this brain's come from somewhere, this, magnificent brain,
Right.
and it's just overpowered the rest of the body to the point that there's no energy for that rest of the body to do anything. And it just sits there with the brain throbbing, thinking of stuff. Not even worrying about this planet anymore, going on about the universe. Whoa, Stephen, come back. I'm not Stephen. I'm just the brain. And that's how I look at him. I can't imagine, and I'm not disrespecting the man, but I can't see a human being that intelligent.
And can I just remind you that Darwin's Theory of Evolution is available in the same bookshops as Carl Pilkington's book, which expands on this theory. That is democracy at work.
When brain come from planet Earth thud, creeping monkey. So please download the Ricky Gervais Guide to the English at iTunes, and of course our back catalogue. Yeah, and a big thank you to Positive Internet. Those guys make these little free podcasts possible.
Good guys.
So thanks. That's goodbye from me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Goodbye.
and the little round-headed, shaven, alien-brained chimp that is Carl Pilkington.
Right.
Hello and welcome to this free podcast and exclusive clip of the upcoming audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to Society. Well, we chat about a load of things, don't we?
As always.
We cover the entire gamut of everything you could put under the umbrella term society and more. One thing we didn't talk about is specific demographics of society. One that is a concern for me, the teenager, Steve.
What worries you about the teenager? You're not buying into this tabloid scaremongering about hoodies and the like, are you? Don't buy into that, Rick, please, for God's sake.
Well, no, but I do sometimes think they're treating teenage crime incorrectly, because when you get a little brat, he's been allowed to do what he wants. It might not be his fault. He comes from a broken home. He gets caught. They stick an ASBO on him. They love that. That's a badge of honour.
Yeah, that's
an
true.
ASBO. That's like really cool to have an ASBO. Now they're super crim, but that's cool. They've got a tag. No, make it a little pink tag with Mummy's little bender on it. Okay, then they won't be so cool, will they? Instead of going to prison and coming out with a tattoo, knowing like Fingers Mulligan now and being really cool, right, the coolest bloke in the pub. Now what they do is that, right, we're on television, a live Saturday night television, you have your trousers pulled down and spanked by John Barrowman.
Yeah.
How's that?
They have to be part of the chorus line for Oliver.
Well, in this clip, we're talking about the importance of good parenting, whether that's biological or adoptive. Enjoy. So there's just a few minutes of drivel from the Ricky Gervais Guide to Society. You can get another 50 minutes of that standard chat. Yeah, I hope you all learned something. That's available from the 2nd of November. Hello and welcome to this free teaser podcast to promote the upcoming audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to Law and Order. Packed full of interesting stuff. One big obvious thing we didn't do is discuss those sort of weird, foreign, unrepealed laws. I suppose it's sort of like a DJ staple thing to do.
But some of them are fascinating, and I was looking online to see if any of them were actually verifiable, because often you think they're sort of archaic laws that don't exist
Well, some
anymore.
of them probably they were laws, but they don't count anymore anyway. They're funny because they were made, 200 years ago. Like, you've got to practice archery if you're over 14 for an hour a day, and that is funny.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's a law that's around today that you could find a loophole in. It's like,
Although
yeah.
they haven't been repealed, haven't they? Isn't that
Well,
the
they
point?
haven't been repealed because there's no point. But
But isn't there something about you're allowed to shoot a Welshman with a bow and arrow in the city of Chester or somewhere between the hours of 5
I
and
really
10?
wouldn't advise it. I think that
But it's law. It's law.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't take that. Yeah,
it's law.
yeah. Okay, okay.
Well, the one that I found that it has been verified, which I think is quite extraordinary. I just want you to think, Rick, about the practicalities involved in this. In Bahrain, a male doctor may legally examine a woman's genitals, but is forbidden from looking directly at them during the examination. He may only see their reflection in a mirror.
That's like viewing an eclipse.
Yeah, or
It's
the
not
Medusa.
It's not for his own safety. I assume it's for decency, is it?
But, well, I guess it is. It's obviously something, as you say, to do. But what I find confusing is you'd have to hold the mirror, because I don't know if you've ever tried to, say, trim the back of your head, like if you've got a bit of loose stray hair in the back of your hair.
It's all
back of your head.
backwards,
It's
isn't
quite
it?
It's very difficult backwards.
Yeah.
You've got to work backwards. Try and use scissors backwards is very strange. That must be very awkward
Also,
there.
it must be. He must go. You've got a very small vagina. Do you go? No, it's twice as far away. Because of course, yeah. I just move the mirror closer. Well, no, you can't get your head in the way you need to. You need to.
Does he have to hold them? Does he have an assistant to hold the mirror? She can see her genitals and his face.
Depends what angle it's at. Maybe she gets a glimpse of him and he looks up at her and it's an awkward moment. And he goes, "Sorry about that." He goes, "Yeah, I caught you. I was looking at your vagina through the... No, I know you were looking at the vagina, but you looked at me, which was a little bit awkward. Why were you looking at my face?" Sometimes I like to connect the face to the vagina on which I'm working.
I'm offer, otherwise it's just a disembodied vagina that can be quite
Right.
scary if you're looking at it for a long time.
Just look at the vagina.
Well, it can just start
Okay,
to
not
look...
directly. Just look in the... No, is that a shaving mirror? Because it looks very large now. Yeah, it is, because it helps.
It's got two sides to it.
Yeah.
One side
Look
it
in
makes
the-
it... Whoa, that's extra.
Whoa, no,
that's
look in
like
the
something
smaller
from Star Wars.
Look in the smaller one.
That's creepy.
Turn it round. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very
He's allowed
much.
to look... He can look round at her, presumably.
Yeah.
So he can look round, he can look at the boobs.
Yeah.
face,
yeah.
everything else.
I'm
but
going to
not-
get vagina now. We'll get the mirror then. Get the mirror. There's an example of some of the drivel that you might hear, but here's an actual clip from the show. Enjoy. Well, we hope that little clip has enticed you to buy the entire show, which is available from the 1st of December. That's the Ricky Gervais Guide to Law and Order. Hello, and welcome to this free podcast promoting the new audiobook, The Ricky Gervais Guide to the Future, with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant,
Hello.
and Carl Pilkington.
Right.
We've recorded the guide for your listening pleasure. Carl's musings on that topic